Hi friends, in this video I want to talk about what is argument, return, and how many ways are there to write a function in Python. So first see what is argument. So an argument can be also called as parameter. An argument can be also called as parameter. So what is parameter or what is argument? See here. So actually what is argument? Argument is a variable. Argument is a variable defined in function header. So a variable defined in function header is called argument. So here you may get a doubt, what is function header? See, for example, here I am writing a function to add two numbers. So to define the function, I am using one keyword here, def. Add is the function name, and I am taking two arguments here. First argument is x, second argument is y. Okay, here I am writing colon. So this is called what? Function header. So this is called function header. Function header. So here this x and y, these both are defined in function header. So the variables defined in the function header are called arguments. So the variables defined in the function header are called arguments. Okay, whereas in case of C language, in the C language we write like this: add is the function name. We have to declare the variable. Here I am declaring the variable int x comma int y. Okay, this is the starting point of function and this is the ending point of function. Okay, I want to add two values x and y, so I am writing x plus y. I want to return the value, so I am writing return x plus y. So this is returning integer value, I am writing return type as int. So this is the function in C language. In the C language we define a function like this. In C language we define function like this. So here int is the return type, add is the function name, int x, int y. So here x and y are called arguments. Okay, so x and y are called arguments. So here this int add int x comma int y, this is called function header, and this is called function body. Sorry, this one is called function body. So int add int x comma int y is called function header. Okay, and this curly braces, in the curly braces some statements are there, that is called function body. In the curly braces some statements are there, that is called function body. So whereas in case of Python, this is the function header, I am writing the function body here. I want to return x plus y value, so I am writing return x plus y. So here this is called function body. Function body. So now this is the function we defined to add two values. So in this x and y are the variables defined in the function header. So the variables defined in the function header are called arguments. To say more clearly, these are called formal arguments. So the variables defined in the function header are called formal arguments. See, okay, then how can we use this function? We have to call that one. So now I am calling here, okay, add of, I am giving first value as 5, second value as 4. So here this 5 and 4 are called actual arguments. 5 and 4, these two are called actual, these two are called actual arguments. So here 5 and 4 are called actual arguments. Okay, or for example, I am taking a value as 10, b value as 20. I am calling the function add function now. Okay, add of a comma b. Okay, now here what are a and b? This a and B are also called as actual arguments. So what is actual argument? Actual argument is a variable or value defined in function call. So here this one is the function call, add 5 comma 4. This one is called function call. This one is the function call. Okay. Here this add a comma b is also called as function call. So the variable or a value defined in function call is called what? Actual argument. So the variables defined in function header are called formal arguments. So this is about arguments. Then why we are using these arguments? What is the purpose of arguments? The main purpose of arguments is arguments are used to bring the value. Arguments are used to bring the value into function. So argument is used to bring the value into function. So if you want to get the value into the function, we can use this argument. So simply you can say that this arguments acts as input for the function. So if you want to get the input for the function, you can take argument. Okay, so this is about argument. Once again I am repeating, what is argument? It is a variable defined in function header. So the variable defined in function header is called argument. This argument can be also called as parameter. Okay, so here def add x comma y is called function header. So here x and y, these are the variables defined in the function header. So these are called arguments. To say more clearly, these are called formal arguments. So in the function call, we are taking the variables or values. So the variable or value defined in function call is called actual argument. So why we are using arguments? These arguments are used to bring the values into the function. So to bring the values into the function, we are using arguments. Okay, so next one is, see what is return. See, return. So return is a variable. Return is a variable or a value. What is return? Return is a variable or a value that is returned from the function. That is returned from the function. So the variable or a value returned from the function is called return. Okay. See, for example, just now we have written a function to add two values. See here. So here we have written one return statement, return x plus y. So here that calculates x plus y value, and that x plus y value will be returned to the function call. So return is a variable or a value that is returned from the function. So based on this argument and function, we can define a function in 4 ways. So now the topic name is different ways of writing a function. Different ways of writing a function. So how many ways are there to write a function? See here. So based on argument and return, based on argument and return, based on argument and return, we can define a function. We can define a function in 4 ways. We can define a function in 4 ways. So how many ways are there to define a function based on argument and return? 4 ways are there. What are those? First mechanism is first method is no argument, means no parameters are there, and no return. Second way is argument, no return. Argument, no return. Third one is no argument but return. Fourth one is argument and return. So based on argument and return, we can define a function in these 4 ways. Among these, first one is what? No argument, no return, means this function cannot take any argument from outside and that cannot return any value from the function. Okay, second one is what? Argument no return. So argument no return means it can take the arguments from outside but it will not return any value. Okay, next third one is no argument return, means it will not take any arguments from outside but it returns the value, it returns the output. Okay, here argument and return. So argument means that takes values from outside and that returns the value from the function. So that is argument and return. So just now we discussed about argument and return. So what is the purpose of argument? Argument to bring the value into function. Then why we are using return? Return is used to carry a value outside of function. Return is used to carry a value outside of a function. So if we want to send the value to outside of the function, we can use this return statement. That is the purpose of return. Okay, so simply you can say that argument is used for input, return is used to send the output. So to bring the value into the function we are using argument, to send the value from the function we are using return. So based on argument and return we can write the function in how many ways? 4 ways. These are the 4 ways. Okay, now I will write 4 functions. I write once add function in 4 ways. Now my task is I want to add 2 numbers. Now this same function I will write in 4 ways. So same add function I will write in 4 different ways. Okay, but I will use the different function names now. Okay, now see, I am opening Python screen. Here I am opening Python screen. I am opening new file here. So here I am giving function name as add. I am not taking any arguments here. I am not taking any arguments. Okay, if no arguments are there, we have to read the values from keyboard. So to get the input, we have to read the values from keyboard. So I am reading x value here. So x equals to input of enter x. Now this input function returns string value. I want to convert string to the integer, so I am writing int of input of enter x. Similarly, I want to read y value, so write y equals to int of input of enter y. So here we are reading y value. Okay, I want to print some value now. So print sum equals to comma x plus y. Okay, so this is example for no argument no return. Here we are not writing any return statement and here we are not taking any arguments. So this is the first way of defining a function, that is no argument and no return. Okay, now I want to call this function from here. I want to call the function. Okay, so to call the function I am writing simply add. I am writing add. Okay, now I want to run this program. I am pressing F5. That is asking to save the program. I am clicking on OK. Now it is displaying save as dialog box to us. I am saving our program in F drive. In the F drive, in the folder Python classes, I am saving this program with the name function 2. Save it. Now it is displaying the output here. It is displaying output as see. It is displaying output as enter x. Now screen is waiting to read x value. So here this is the program. This is the program we have written. So here we are calling add function. Here we are calling add function. So when add function is called, that is executing these statements. So now on output screen that is printing enter x. Now screen is waiting to read x value. I am giving x value as 10. Now that is asking, oh sorry, one error. In the input spelling mistake is there. Okay, I am correcting it. I am correcting the program now. So write I. Okay, I am running the program again. I am pressing F5. I saved it. Now observe here. Okay, now screen is waiting to read x value. I am giving x value as 5 and y value as 6. So 5 plus 6 value is 11. That printed some value as 11 here. Okay, so hence we can define the function. This is the first way, no argument, no return. Now same task, I want to add two numbers, but I am defining in second way. Second way is argument but no return. Argument but no return. Okay, see, I am giving, this is the second way, I am giving function name as def. I am giving function name as add1. I am giving function name as add1. Then this is argument. So I am taking two arguments here, x and y, x and y. Okay, I don't want to return any value directly. I want to print the sum value. So to print the sum value, we have to write this code. I am copying this code and I am pasting here. Okay, so this is the second way. Now how can we call this function? See here, add, what is the function name? Add1. Add1 of, I am giving first value as 2 and the second value as 3. Now that add1 function will be called and that prints sum equals to 5. Sum equals to 5. I am running this program by pressing F5. Observe here. So it called no argument, no return function. So that is asking two values here. That is asking two values. First value x value. I am entering x value as 10. Y value as 5, that printed sum equals to 15. So then second call, for the second call that printed sum equals to 5. For the second call we have given values as 2 and 3. So that's why that printed as sum equals to 5. I am defining third way of defining function, that is no argument but return. Okay, now def, I am giving function name as add2 of no arguments, means don't take any argument. Okay, if no arguments are there, we have to read the values from keyboard. So to read the values from keyboard, I am writing this code, I am copying the code and I am pasting here. Okay, now I want to return the value. So to return the value, we have to write return statement here. So to return the value from the function, we have to use the keyword return. So return which value we want to return? X plus y value. So write return x plus y. So this is the third way. Okay, then I am defining fourth way now. What is fourth way? Fourth way is argument and return. So fourth way is argument return. See, to define the function, I am writing the keyword def. I am giving function name as add of 3. Okay, this is argument and return way. So I am taking two arguments here, x comma y. I want to return x plus y value. So write return x plus y. So this is the fourth way. Here we are taking arguments and that is also returning the value. So x y value we are getting into the function and we are returning x plus y value outside of the function. So now I want to call these functions now. So to call these functions, so already we called add function and add1 function. Now I want to call add2 function and add3 function. So now I am calling add2 function. So add2. So for the add2, no arguments are there. I am not sending any argument here. Okay. So that reads x value, y value, that calculates x plus y value and returns x plus y value. So that returns x plus y value. I want to print that x plus y value. So I am writing the printing statement here. Print sum equals to. So we are calling add2 function from the printing statement because that is returning the value. That returned value we are printing here. Okay. Then I want to call add3 function. So to call add3 function, I am writing add of 3 of, I am giving first value as 7 and second value as 8. Okay, add of 3, 7 comma 8. So this add3 function will be called, that calculates 7 plus 8 value, that is 15. 15 value will be returned to the function call. I want to print that one. So to print that, I am writing printing statement, print sum equals to comma add 3 of 7 comma 8. Or if you want to capture that value in the variable, you can capture the value also. I am calling the add3 function variable for add3 function again here. I am giving first value as 10, second value as 20. That calls this add3 value and that returns 30 value. That 30 value I am capturing in the variable k. I want to print that k value. So I am writing print k equals to, we are printing the value of k here. Okay. Now I am running the function by pressing F5. I am running the program. So that is printing the output here. Okay, I am entering x value as 12 and y value as 5. That printed sum equals to 17. So then second one, we have given values within the function call. So that printed sum equals to 5. Then I am giving x value as 2 and y value as 4. The printed sum equals to 60, then sum equals to 15 and k equals to 30. So observe here. So here what happened? So when we call this add function, so first add function was called. So first add function was called, then that is asking enter x value, then that is asking enter y value. We entered x value as 12, y value as 5, that printed sum equals to 17. Okay, the next we called add one function, add one of 2 comma 3. So then add one function was called here. Okay, that has taken x value as 2, y value as 3. So sum equals to, that is printing x plus y value. So x plus y value is 5. So that printed sum equals to 5 here. So third calling, we called add 2 function here. We called add 2 function. So add 2 function called, that is asking enter x value and enter y value. We entered x value as 2, y value as 4. So here that calculated 2 plus 4 value and that returned that value returned to the function call, means here. So now add 2 function call value is 6, sum equals to 6. Okay, then here we are calling add 3 function. Here we are calling add 3 function. So add 3 function will be called, 10 value will be taken as x, 20 value will be taken as y. That calculates 10 plus 20 value and that returned that value 30 here. Okay, and that 30 value we captured in the k. So that's why here we are printing k value. So that printed as k equals to 30. So hence we can define a function in 4 ways. So here this is no argument and no return. This one is argument but no return. This one is no argument but that is return, and this one is argument and return. So hence we can define a function in 4 ways. Okay, so this is about what is argument, return, and how many ways are there to define a function in Python. So thank you for watching my video. Thank you very much.